welcome back to Paige's Kitchen. Now it's been a long time since I've uploaded another video. So today we are going to be making spaghetti bolognese. Now something important I need to tell you. Now on this channel we are going to be making a vegetarian version, but obviously if you don't want to have that version, you can just have the meat version. So I'm going to tell you the ingredients. So we have olive oil, celery, mushrooms, chopped tomatoes, Worcestershire sauce, which I hate, oregano, basil, bay leaves, rosemary. Now it doesn't have to be freshly picked rosemary from your garden. If you don't have it, it can just be like in the pot, but we picked it out of the garden. Okay, so we have onion, tomato puree, garlic, a vegetable stock cube, but if you don't have the vegetable version, you will have a meat stock cube, spaghetti, salt and pepper, and vegetarian mince, but obviously you can just have normal mince. So first thing, we need to wash our hands. Okay, so now we need to wash our hands. So just put them in, get the soap, rub them in until it makes bubbles again. Okay, right, so now we've washed our hands. Now we're going to prepare the ingredients. So yeah, so our first ingredient we need to prepare is the celery. Now what you want to do is you need 2 pieces of celery, so just one, snap them off like that. 2. Okay, so now we're going to go and chop it. Now we're going to chop it, but remember when you're doing this thing, always have an adult. I've got Daddy doing the cameraman so he can watch me safely. Now we finished chopping the celery, and my dad's chopped it a bit more to put it into extra fine bits. So yeah, so now we're going to move that to the side and move on to the next ingredient. Done the celery, and now the next ingredient is 1 red onion. So we're going to peel it, and just like before, we're going to chop it into extra fine bits. I tried to hold back tears, but it didn't really work out. My dad cried a lot when he was trying to cut these. So now we're going to put them in a bowl on the side like the celery, and we're going to move on to the next ingredient. So yeah, still crying from the onions, but we're just not going to look at them. So now we are going to cut these mushrooms up. The tears won't stop, so I have to go and get a phone from the bathroom just in case I want to wipe them away. But anyway, we've chopped the mushrooms up. So yeah, time to put them in the bowl and move on to the next one. Now you want to get your garlic, and you want to pull 2 garlic cloves out of it. Okay, now we're going to cut them. Sorry about that. I wasn't just doing that. Wait, the garlic's chopped. When I last saw it, it was just cloves. Okay, so last ingredient we're going to prepare is the rosemary. So now, I think this is for the people who have the ones in the bottle. Now, the people who have the ones in those containers, the ones that are not freshly chopped, you don't have to do this because yours will be mushed up. So what we have to do is we have to get it like this, and then we have to scrape it off, then all the leaves will come off like that. So we're going to keep on doing that, and then yeah, so see when they're done. Okay, so we've sorted all of the rosemary out and we've chopped it, so now we can finally start cooking. To make things a little bit easier, we're going to put all the herbs in one bowl. So first we're going to do the oregano. Just get a spoonful of oregano. Oh gosh. There we go. Made a bit of a mess there, but anyway. Put that in, and then basil. This should come out more in here. know. We'll sort that in a minute, but oopsie. And then we have to put a few Baileys in, so about 3 Baileys. So there we go. So first we're going to put the olive oil, heat it up in the pan, and then we're going to put the onion and celery in together. So let's do that. Okay, so the celery and the onion are in, and it's very bubbly. And also in this recipe, you can also add a carrot in this, but we don't have a carrot, so we can't add it. So we're going to cook these until the onions turn brown and they just like go squishy and soft. So yeah. So as you can see, the onions and the celery have softened off now. So now we're going to add our vegetarian beef, but remember you can add minced beef if you want. Put that in like that. And when you're adding it in, don't make it in big lumps. You have to actually like break it up into little bits, because then when it's made, it will just be a massive chunk of meat, and it won't cook properly if it's like that. So yeah, so you just have to break it up into little bits. So now look at this. It's so, as I told you, it's heating up better because we've crushed it. Because if it was just one big chunk, it wouldn't cook that well. So yeah, remember to soften it out into little bits. Okay, so now we're going to add the mushrooms. Starting to smell like spag bol. Smells really nice. So those are the mushrooms. I'm just going to add them in, stir them in. Oh, it smells so good. Oh yeah, I was just saying it smells so good. Yeah, I should put that bit in actually. So now we are going to add the chunky chopped tomatoes. Now, as I said at the beginning, they don't have to be chunky. They can just be normal chopped tomatoes. We're just going to add a little bit of water now. I didn't say this in the ingredients, but I just think it needs a bit of water. So the reason why we added the water, if you're wondering why, is because without water, it all just sticks to the bottom of the pan, and because you've added water, it's now like kind of like coming off. So yeah, that's why we added water. So now we're going to add the tomato puree. Oh god, it's coming out fast. It's hard to come out. Just make sure you keep on stirring it, even if you're adding in ingredients. Okay, there we go. So now you just want to mix that in. Now we're going to add a splash of Worcestershire sauce. There you go. You only need a little bit. Now we're going to add the stock cube, the garlic and the herbs. So there's the stock cube. Garlic and the herbs. There we go. Now mix them in. Okay, so now we're going to add the salt and pepper for season. Okay. I'm going to add the pepper. Okay, now you're going to leave for 20 minutes. So yeah, just leave it for 20 minutes and then come back to it. So while this bolognese is simmering away, we're going to prepare our spaghetti. So we're going to stir it now and again. So what we're going to do is so you fill just a pan full of cold water, and then you'll heat it up on the stove. Then, when that's heated, you put the spaghetti in. So yeah. Okay, so you have to have like a clump full of spaghetti, and all you do is just drop it in the pan, and that's it. And just let it boil. So yeah. Guys, I forgot to say that you need to cook this when you put the spaghetti in. Make sure it's in there for about 10 minutes or 10 minutes. So another thing, make sure the spaghetti is all under the water, and make sure a grown-up helps you with that. So yeah. It's got spaghetti here. I got spaghetti hair and I'm not touching anything. So now the bolognese and the spaghetti is finally done, and now we're going to drain out the spaghetti and then we can start eating. Okay, so our bolognese is here and I'm going to try some. There's a lot of spaghetti. So good. I hope yours turned out really good like mine, because mine was amazing. Okay, so like, subscribe, leave a comment what your spag bowl was like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.